like there's some more hip hop shit. There's some more hip hop shit. Isn't there some more hip hop shit? Gotta get the hip hop shit going on, man. Okay. All right, here we go. Sorry, chat. Damn, my DMs. Yo, I be surprised by the amount of people who be watching. Okay. Oh, so back when I did my little rant. Back when I did my little rant, and everybody was just like, "Yo, obviously I was a little bit lit, but like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I just can't. I just can't be bullshitting. Like, I'm just not a nigga who could bullshit for too long. And bro, I told y'all, bro, like I really dedicated and I sacrificed so much of my life, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh, I heard that thunder. Hopefully I don't lose connection. But yo, I sacrificed so much of my life. Yeah, I really don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, like, bro, this is what I genuinely just love to do. It's not about the money necessarily. And I'm not saying, of course I love it and respect, but I don't get to enjoy it like that. Bro, I really haven't been on a vacation in 2 years, like 3 years. Like, bro, I got these nice cars and I don't really use it. Bro, I have a really nice house and I pretty much just set it up to be really efficient in terms of work. Like, this is just something that fulfills me. And a lot of times I have a hard time when I'm meeting people or, anybody who like comes around my circle, like kind of letting them know, like, this is what, bro, if I wake up at 3 o'clock, I'm checking in to see what's like, this is what makes me happy, honestly. And, I say all that to say, I feel like I sacrificed and I worked my whole life to be one of the people that was important in media. And yeah, when Complex announced that, yo, you're number one in terms of media personality, I was like, I'm happy. And, obviously that came from what we've built here. So, it's kind of like an award, but like, I don't think awards should necessarily define you because if you really were what the award's going to award you for, you should feel it already. And I did feel it already. Pause. But then I go on Complex's site when they wrote up the whole thing about me. And I'm number one. First of all, they never hit me. They never even be like, yo, bro, this is a list we're trying to get popping. This is a second inaugural list. I'm number one. Nobody reaches out to me. Not even be like, yo, bro, just to let you know, we're giving you number one. Or, bro, just to let you know, we about to put out a list. Nobody. They don't reach out to me at all. I thought that was odd. I heard Joe Budden speak about a list before. He was just like, yo, they hit me up and they were, it's like, damn, why they didn't do that with me? I was a little confused, but I was like, sometimes I be detached. There's a lot of people who don't know me. I'm still like, I know y'all don't think I'm tapped into the industry like that, but a lot of people have never met me ever in life. And when I seen like the write-up, bro, I understand why they never hit me up. Bro, they gave me number one, but was backhanded complimenting me the whole time. They said Ak is a Trump of the media industry. But, they're not saying, like, I fuck with Trump. I don't think that's a problem. But the way they're saying it is like, this is like all the negative stereotypes they put with Trump. This is the guy who just talks shit and this is like, they made like I'm some alt-right, right-wing type of loon who just is just spewing shit. And I read the write-up and I was like, damn, there's no way to give a nigga number one, but basically, like, I'm like, damn, I guess I must have really been that hot because they had to, bro, they said nothing positive about me, bro. Yeah, you might catch Ak who is inciting beefs with this. They're like, damn, you can't even be like, yo, damn, Academics has done an amazing job of figuring out a way how to communicate with an audience that radio can't do at this point, that people with blogs can't do, that They couldn't give me one compliment. Everything was backhanded. And I realized, and I said, damn, I felt the way about that. That's why it came out even when I was even acknowledging they number one. I was just like, bro, you know how I feel the way about Complex every time? Bro, I was there when y'all fired over 100 people when me and Joe walked in that building. I don't think y'all should disrespect me ever. Bro, I was there. I was there when y'all changed y'all business model. I was there when y'all said that we had like 8 people studying your YouTube channel to see why you were getting those views, because I was getting more views as a singular person than a whole company worth $300 million. When I choose to work with y'all and I walk in that building, and I never met Joe before, and we linked up for the sake of content, and we became friends, and then we started making great content, and it's helping the company out. I walked in y'all executive's office when we was on that channel, Complex News, and y'all barely had 1 million subscribers, and we brought it to 2. We seen a trophy on every one of y'all offices, like it was in the background. We never got a trophy, me nor Joe. Yeah, y'all paid us, not that much, but I ain't gonna trip on the type of money. But it's like, damn, it's like appreciation, bro. Like, we helped y'all. We came in and we did what we had to do. Y'all were transitioning from the print era to the video era. And me and Joe was big a part of that. So when I see y'all like doing slick shit or even trying to kick my back in it, I'm like, I don't care if it's a new writer or not. It's like, dog, bro, you don't see me like, I know Chicago is part of my history. Whether I disagree with how some people try to characterize it or not, you don't see me just trying to just fucking shit on that. Gotta have some appreciation. So like when I see sometimes y'all do backhanded compliments, y'all don't even acknowledge that I helped y'all company, bro. Bro, I helped y'all company before y'all got bought out by BuzzFeed. It do feel a way. It feel like, damn, this is why you should have stayed your ass at home and not fuck with them bigger companies, because them bigger companies don't got no loyalty. Think about this, and this is why y'all always losing, Complex. Me and Joe had each other blocked. We met each other there. We had arguments. There's things that Joe said to me and I have said to him off a record that won't even get repeated, but we built mutual respect and we built a friendship together. Bro, you see me kick Joe back in now? Fuck no, I respect that nigga for life. And likewise, I see him respect me for life. That's being a human. That's having some type of loyalty, some type of morals. And it don't mean that if something come crazy across my desk that says it's talking about Joe, I'm going to talk about it, but I know that man. I have an experience with him. And I know what everything people said about him. I know certain truths about him that counteract that. And I know how influential and how much I helped him and he helped me. That's what always the void with a corporation. This is why streamers are winning today. This is why it's independent media, because media became at a point where it lacked a soul. It was trying to be a faceless, like, Fox News type thing, but that's not how hip-hop is. So when I reacted that way to Complex, man, I do like that y'all gave me number 1. I really respect it. I don't really want to shit on it, like, don't put me back. I do. And I hope I'm number 1 next year, too. But it told me that there was a lack of character and a lack of soul still at Complex. And by the way, shout out to my man, I can't remember his name, because he sent me a bylaw for that. He said, yo, Ak. He not at Complex anymore, I'm thinking. He said, yo, Ak, I can't believe they talked about you like that. Because he was there. He was an executive. He was an executive when I walked in that building. I'm telling you, me and Joe Budden walked in that building. There was we went to a floor, there was about 100 people writing articles. We did the pilot video, the little teaser shit. The next week we went back, it was a bunch of computers lumped on like 5 desks. We said, where everybody at? I said, yo, they brought everybody upstairs and they fired them at once. I said, wow. Bro, we move in a different direction. What's the direction? It's me and Joe came in the building. So when I see shit like that and I see Complex, like, and that's why I don't get at the personal writers, because I'm like, man, y'all have some oversight to this. This is kind of clown shit. So, again, I'm not trying to make this fully about me, but I do want to make y'all understand the difference between a corporation, and because they always be saying why niggas like Ak be winning, why Joe be winning. Y'all don't got no soul to it. Y'all operate with what makes clicks And let me tell you what that does. When y'all paying 9 to 5 people to write articles and y'all incentivizing them with $100 to do an article, they're not going to do no research. I always said that. This is why I came up in this game. Bro, I came up in this game by doing 15 times more research than the average writer. Y'all too lazy. I remember when Bobby Shmurda's indictment came out, not one of y'all ever pulled it up. Y'all was still copying my videos. This shit was publicly available. Y'all see what I do on the stream now. I pull up court papers. I don't need y'all to give me the information. I go get it myself. The average person who works at these places are lazy. They won't go to a court hearing. They won't read a transcript. They won't read an indictment. They won't read, and they want to have an article with the crazy headline about it. Act is this. This is this. That's why y'all losing it. This is why it's like become less respectable. So I say all that to say, I spoke before about CENAT situation. Like, and let me be clear. It's not CENAT situation, but CENAT had a cameraman who's a part of their bigger conglomerate group called AMP, that he was in communication with somebody who was underage. CENAT quickly came out and said that was inappropriate, and I can't stand for that person around me. By the way, the name of the person was Chris, but it was the cameraman. AMP is a group that has multiple people that's in the group. One of the people in the group that's a creator, not a cameraman, is also called Chris. So Kai came out and he denounced Chris the cameraman, because Chris the cameraman, and I went on a spiel about that. You see, a lot of times, like, I gave a warning to Kai. I said, Kai, this is going to happen a lot. You have a lot of that's hitting you up and everybody else around you up. Not everybody is getting girls like you, or girls just falling at their feet. Your cameraman kind of feel like he part of the mix. He want to get girls too. He might do some things. Not saying that's the reason why he probably was communicating with that underage girl, but like yeah, sometimes that empowers them to be a little bit more thirsty. And here's the thing: when shit comes to, or when the chicken comes to roost, that person don't get mentioned. It just says Kai's cameraman. So I told him to be careful. Complex comes in because remember, who Complex put at number 1? They put me at number 1. Who they put at number 2? My guy Joe Button at number 2. Who they put at number 3? They put CENAT at number 3. I said, yo, I was joking. I said, yo, hey, Joe, you been number 1. I've been number 2. Last year, this year, I'm number 1. You number 2. Shit, I guess this make or break here is if one of us could keep the number 1, because Kai is Asian Bull right now. Like, he's on a tear. They might have to give him number 1 over us. And because, he has this bigger audience that's, not necessarily always hip-hop, shit, it would be cool if we still get to keep that number 1 spot. So I even said that. I said, me and Joe, we got to try to, but it's jokes because I love Kai. Kai's my guy. But think about it. If it's the same thing I'm telling y'all about the low effort, the lack of respect, and click. How y'all gonna put CENAT as y'all number 3 media personality over so many other people? And remember, I said they gave me number 1, and they didn't say one nice thing about me. It was all backhanded compliments. But they gave CENAT number 3. And if you give somebody number 3 and you're trying to do inaugural list, that means you probably at least understand the ecosystem and the culture and what they do. You understand what they represent. You understand that Kai is a byproduct of AMP. By the way, Kai has done things with Complex. So they should have a semblance of understanding of who he is. But this is why I say a big company got no soul. There's too many people. It's fractured. There's no oversight. It's all about, let's just push, let's just keep making clicks. Let's get clicks and just keep generating money. Someone wrote an article that the person that Kai denounced wasn't his cameraman. Or actually, they didn't even know he was a cameraman. They claimed it was another member whose also name is Chris. So there's a guy named Chris next door, creator. And Kai wasn't talking about him because he was never in trouble. Kai was talking about his cameraman. So this upcoming creator who's in this AMP group, that Kai's almost like the lead of, they now confuse And they're chalking up a creator to be the pedophile or the alleged pedophile. Instead of pointing all these accusations at the cameraman. Why? Because they did a quick Google search and that Chris. And the most popular Chris is going to be the creator Chris. They don't know too much about Kai. So that just shows you they've been capping this whole time. Why give a nigga number 3? You don't know that he got Chris as the cameraman who been with them for a minute. And then you got Chris as the creator, who's a different person. So Kai really spoke on it. And this is what he said to them. By the way, they ended up deleting it only after being shamed, but Kai addressed it. Here we go.
Videos, the most popular shits on the internet. Y'all niggas do everything collabing from artists, athletes, fucking content creators, whatever it is. Y'all had the nerve to put out a false article about one of the A&P members, and all you had to do was do 30 seconds of research. Hey, bro, listen to me. Chris Next Door ain't do shit. He's not part of any situations. He ain't do shit. He's one of the quietest. When you talk about Chris Next Door, he's literally in his business. He don't do shit. He has yet to even come on y'all platform. He has yet to even do a lot of shits within his personal lane, my nigga. So for y'all niggas to do that is absolutely crazy. And I know we have a lot of shit that we were supposed to do in the future, Complex. There's a lot of shit that y'all wanted me for. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that tie right there, bro. Just because a dumbass nigga who wrote an article fucked up. And him being my mans, bro, I'm not working with you. I ain't doing shit with Complex until further notice, nigga. That shit was ridiculous, bro. It just takes 5 seconds of fucking research, my nigga. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, that's so fucked up because when you search up his name, it's a case that when you search up Chris Next Door's name now, it's a possibility that somebody who doesn't know shit could just run across that article. Just because your dumbass ain't want to do no fucking...
Exactly. Now you're fucking up his brand deals, whatever. Here's the thing. You know, they keep saying that somebody like Vlad is a culture vulture. But anytime I see Vlad interview somebody, Vlad is well researched. He know every interview you ever did. He did some background stuff. He might have dug up some real information that he could really get into these stories that he's trying to bring to light. Vlad don't come unprepared. Vlad don't come with half-ass shit. That's one thing you got to respect about Vlad. But a lot of y'all call him a culture vulture. What do you got to say to Complex? What Complex is doing now, and especially after the aftermath of Everyday Struggle and me and Joe leaving, they're now trying to leech onto internet culture. You know who they bring in to do their shows? Internet creators. They're leeching off of streamer culture, internet creator culture, yet they have zero understanding or zero research about these people. Plus, they love giving you... I've seen an article, they say Kai CENAT, and then you know what they put in paragraphs? The influencer that created, that got charged with inciting a riot in New York for a giveaway. Why would you put that? He's been on your platform bringing you audience and traction. Why would you need to down him, but still try to make money off of him? Again, I'm not saying you can't mention that, but that's not the most popular thing Kai's known for. Why couldn't you say the guy has had these artists on his platform? The guy who did this, did that. It's clown shit. And, you know, again, I keep saying Complex is a faceless, soulless organization, but I hope the people who do end up being the top of the brass at this point start taking note that whoever y'all are employing to just churn out articles or whatever, or whoever is overseeing that, clearly don't give a fuck about the people they're covering and are probably only thinking about the dollar and bottom line. When you get to a point where you're thinking about the bottom line and dollars over everything else, that's a problem, okay? Shout out to Kai CENAT, and of course, shout out to Chris Next Door. The whole controversy was not about him, okay? All right. Have y'all? So this is a little bit more in streamer news. This is yo, chat. This is kind of crazy, right? This is a little bit crazy. So, have you heard of the streamer Vitali? You might not know who this guy is, but he's a YouTuber from back in the day who came back and now he's doing like amazing content streaming. I don't know how they do it, but essentially, let me give you the gist. They're doing what Chris Hansen did. Like they would set up like this fake sting, and in this fake sting, they would basically, have a deviant who, again, it's not like they're bait carding this person. This person is online, so there's a deviant who's looking to fuck with kids. So it's a potential PDF file. They're gonna fall for this bait, and I guess I mentioned bait, but still, like they're trying to find underage teenagers to try to potentially fornicate with. So they're going on these chat rooms or whatever, and they're trying to link with these kids. Essentially, Vitali has done a brilliant job of figuring out a way how to catch them. Okay? One of the ones that went viral recently is, here's a few. So this is Vitali and Lil Pump. They shaved one of these guys, and I was thinking like this gotta be fake, right? Like they're kind of in LA, Vegas. I'm like, people sign up for acting jobs for whatever, but like who the fuck would sign up to be an actor as a PDF? Especially when there's no credits that roll at the end. There's nothing that say, oh, this was just a joke. And essentially, this stream is being shown to like up to 100,000 people, right? This is a very popular stream. But this is Vitali right here. He brings on rappers as they do the bust. So this is a PDF file right here who thought they were going to meet up with a child. And I guess pretty much the rapper and Vitali are Chris Hansen.